Hello, everyone. I am Mike May of Horizon Consulting, co-author with God of Business with Purpose. Today's video, we're going to be covering off the subject of assumption. And there are times when we need to make assumptions, even hypotheses, when we are on our journey of building a business. And there are times when we need to say, okay, here's an idea. Well, let's assume this, and this, and see what we can have in terms of outcomes. And when used in the right context, assumptions can be a powerful and a helpful tool in order to build a business, because assumptions are saying we're taking an idea, we don't know where it's going to go, we need to at least have some foundation, and then based on those assumptions we can test our ideas so that we can create a business model, a business product, a business service, or standard operating procedures around that assumption if the assumption is successful and repeatable or something like that. And here I'm just assuming that that would be one idea. But then there are times when we need to be careful when making assumptions. And one of the hardest places we need to be careful and where we should be the best stewards is when we are working in relationships. And because everybody is built differently, people have different aspects of their lives, and they may actually exhibit certain behaviors that may be great on us, or certain behaviors that are going, that's not appropriate, or anything like that. And all of a sudden we make assumptions. Like, for instance, we had just assumed that that person's not a good person. Well, that's not how God sees us as people. God, and this is not an assumption, this is in the Word of God. God sees us all as His children. Some know Him, and many, many more don't. So when we are developing relationships, or if God puts somebody in our life, it could be a customer, it could be a client, it could be making a new friend, and all of a sudden we're seeing something that is going to put us into a position where we're going to make a wrong assumption or make a bad decision based on something that they're said or they're doing, and all of a sudden we become judgmental or even critical. And I want to caution everybody is, let's be slow to make judgments. Let's be slow to make assumptions when building especially new relationships. And maybe we should be asking questions rather than making assumptions. I mean, there might be an assumption, but if you, again, like you did with a business, test it. Test the assumption by not judging them, but saying, hey, I haven't walked a mile in your shoes, let alone 2 steps. And I don't know you very well, or I haven't known you in business. I've known you for years, but I don't know you in business. So this is very different. And we start asking questions to clarify things so that we can discover better on what we're thinking, so that we can go, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that about you. How can I come alongside you? And we can now exhibit things like compassion and forgiveness and a heartfelt love for them. So that is just one aspect of assumptions that we need to be careful with. So I hope that this video has been valuable, and that we need to use assumption as a powerful tool, but also be careful in misusing it. Anyways, God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day.